Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act Atlanta edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, wealth management and investment planning, expert psychiatry and therapy resources, harnessing the power of nature and science in skincare, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
Well, you know, financial well-being is an important topic that keeps us all up at night. Now, whether you're starting to build your financial future, planning for retirement, or somewhere in between, having the right guidance can make all the difference in the world. And today, joining us is Wilbert and David Hamilton of Hamilton Wealth Advisors. Thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you.
To help us understand what we need to do to plan for our futures, right?
Absolutely.
Let's start by talking about what Hamilton Wealth does, and what were your goals when you started the company?
Hamilton Wealth Advisors was born with a passion and dream to teach people how to create generational wealth. I myself woke up that passion and dream over 20 years ago, and I've been on that mission ever since. My true mission in life is to touch the lives of communities and people and individuals that I never come into contact with. And we do that each and every day by meeting with the clients and helping them plan financially. So, and essentially, you know, we want to be a conduit of change.
Well, this is about community also, right, David? I mean, you know, a lot of families don't actually teach this within the family household. You know, sitting around the dinner table talking about this.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I can speak to this pretty close to the heart as well. I mean, both our parents, they were well off. I mean, we had a father who was a teacher, educator, mother who worked for the government. And although they were making well on their salaries, we never saw a financial advisor, let alone a financial advisor that looked like us in our community, that was able to assist and educate our parents. So what we want to do and what we are striving to do is to educate each and every household, regardless of income. We want to make sure that we are able to reach each and every individuals. Like Wilbur said, we want to be able to touch each generation, the ones that we won't come in contact with, but the ones that we will forever love.
Well, where does one start to try to build that extra wealth? I mean, what are some of the first steps?
Well, we always say, you know, people perish due to lack of knowledge. And unfortunately, we've seen that all too often in our communities. So the first step is sitting down to understand the value of a financial advisor. Most people in our community especially have not ever spoken with a financial advisor before. They don't know what we actually do. They don't know what value we can actually bring to the table. So we always say the first step is education. And the second step is communication. So within doing so, having that conversation, it can start you on the right path that can lead to some sort of action being taken to put you in a better situation.
And what are some of the key components to really getting started? I mean, what should be part of that strategy?
There are actually a lot of different parts that are key components to having a successful and well-rounded financial plan. You should have risk management, you should have estate planning, you should have retirement planning, you should have income planning and investment planning. All these things are key components to having a successful financial plan. And if you take any one of those elements out, the house can crumble just like a house with a faulty foundation.
Wow. And you guys have a pretty unique clientele. I mean, you work with a lot of athletes, and, you know, I'm sure you advise them quite a bit about, you know, how they can turn that momentary burst of income into a lifelong opportunity to take care of themselves, right? I mean, what do you
Absolutely.
do?
Most people don't plan to fail, but they do fail to plan. So we start with that communication, education with them as well. A lot of these guys are so young. I mean, all of us have been at that age before where, you know, tomorrow doesn't seem like, you know, it's ever going to stop coming.
Sure.
So we don't see the end in the beginning. So essentially what we have to do to them is kind of flip retirement on its head. Instead of saving that 10 to 20% that we would normally say is recommended for a normal individual with a 30-year, 40-year work life history, they have 5 to 10. So we really conduce that down to an 80 to 90% savings. So of course, you know, get them started on having a budget, having a sound financial plan and understanding guidance, and, you know, stopping the mistakes before they happen, essentially. Because we always say, you know, if you have enough coming in and you can take care of what you can stop going out, you put yourself in a better situation. My father always told me if I don't lose it, I gotta work out how to try to get it back.
That's really good information. David, I mean, you got any final thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. First, with that assessment piece, we want to make sure that each individual comes to us with a level of trust. Wilbur and myself and the rest of our advisors with Hamilton Wealth Advisors, we all operate with the level of care. Nobody cares what you know until they know that you care. We're trustworthy individuals, but there's a level of care, and we care about your finances and your well-being.
And if our viewers wanted to learn more about Hamilton Wealth, where would they go?
They can check us out on the web at hamiltonwealthadv.com.
All right, hamiltonwealthadv.com.
Yes, sir.
There you go. All right, well, and of course, if you want more information, you can go to our website, thebalancingAct.com. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for being here and being a part of the show today. Thank you, for sure. Absolutely. Mental health awareness is increasing, and our next story highlights just how important it is.
Life can be busy. Between taking care of your family and your career, there's not always a lot of time left to take care of yourself. Unfortunately, this is where serious mental health problems can start and easily spiral out of control.
Mental health and overall health care are intricately linked, right? So mental health is thinking about how we think, how we feel, and how we interact with those around us. But when we're able to combine mental health with physical health, we're actually able to do a lot more in terms of holistic care. Research has shown that there's going to be improvement in blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, and other chronic ailments if we're able to combine the two. Geode Health is a healthcare company based on the mission to fill in the mental health gaps. And we do that by providing accessibility, affordability, and effective clinical care. Our goal is to provide the best of mental health care all in one place.
Geode Health believes that mental health care is not just crisis care, it's daily care. Regular attention to your mental health can prevent more severe issues like depression, anxiety, and substance abuse.
There are many warning signs to look out for when you need to look at mental health. So some of those are being withdrawn from society, an increase in substance uses, changing your daily routine, changes in personality, changes in emotions. Those are all things that should tell you that there's either a decompensation or a change in your mental health. But sometimes just seeing the change in someone's baseline is enough to tell you that they should probably get an evaluation. We see the gamut of patients from the everyday depression, anxiety, and ADHD to the more complex schizophrenia, bipolar, trauma-related disorders, as well as developmental disorders such as autism. But in addition to that, we can also help treat things that are undefined, such as family dynamics, behavior problems, and marital relationships. Mental health care and physical care are strongly linked, but stress management techniques such as talk therapy, mindfulness, and exercise are proven to help both mind and body. Our goals will always be to be proactive as well as preventative in the techniques we offer, so we're trying to do overall wellness support.
Mental health is becoming a central part of many conversations. People are more openly discussing their mental well-being in personal and even professional settings.
The stigma around mental health care has made a drastic difference in barriers to care. The fear of being judged, the fear of asking for help has been the biggest issue. At Geode Health, we're going to provide a supportive, comfortable environment where you're open to talk about this in conversations with professionals and experts. We're going to provide you a place where you can get the help you need without feeling hindered by the misconceptions by society. These challenges that we are dealing with include accessibility, and at Geode Health, we're able to provide access to your first appointment at 95% of our clinics within 1 to 2 weeks. We are affordable because we're going to be in network with all major insurances, Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans. And on top of that, we're going to provide clinically effective health care. And the way we can prove that is we use measurement-based tools to show that 78% of our patients are showing improvement within 90 days of first visit. Geode Health is focused on holistic care, which means we offer a vast variety of services. We can go from talk therapy to medication management, and more commonly a combination of the two. But we also offer more intensive treatments such as transmagnetic stimulation and the FDA-approved S-ketamine, which will help stimulate glutamate cells in your brain.
Good mental health allows you to manage your emotions effectively, cope with stress, and face challenges with a more positive mindset.
As the demand for mental health care has continued to rise and the supply has continued to decline, the gap has continued to widen, and this has been a worldwide phenomenon. At Geode Health, we're going to offer services that utilize other experts in the field. We're going to use our therapists to help with talk therapy and combine that with medication management. We're also going to utilize highly trained, well-supervised advanced practicing providers to include our nurse practitioners and physician's assistants. That'll help broaden our range, and in addition to that, we're going to get rid of the barrier for distance by allowing virtual appointments when necessary. Mental health is scary. Asking for help is scary. but addressing your mental health needs will be one of the most meaningful things you could do for yourself and for your loved ones.
To learn more about Geode Health, visit geodehealth.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Ready to take your routine to the next level? Take a look at this.
In recent years, there has been a growing trend towards embracing natural and sustainable lifestyles. One notable transformation is the rise of plant-based makeup, a movement that goes beyond aesthetics to promote eco-friendly and cruelty-free beauty options.
I remember when I was like 8 years old, people used to call my mom for different types of ails, and she was able to make things from plants and ingredients that were not harmful. We are going places, we feel good about what we're doing, and we're only gonna get better.
I was challenged with finding products that did work for me that wouldn't break me out or make me itch or sting or burn. I also had challenges with foundations and makeup. I wanted to have foundations that matched and also that made me look extremely beautiful. I couldn't find that. That was a challenge for me. So that was one of the reasons that I began to think maybe I should create a line for myself that addressed my needs, and I realized that other people had the same problems that I had. When I was thinking in terms of skincare, what I thought about was, I wonder if I could make a skincare product from plants. I knew that if I was going to do this, I had to give it everything that I had, and that I couldn't walk out there and be fearful. So I took a really, really serious faith walk, and I'm so glad that I did. What I was able to create, not only do I love, but a lot of other women and men love the same product. The Aularale brand is absolutely a wonderful product line.
Aularale products are strategically named after plants, as they are the inspiration to make clean beauty products available to everyone.
There are no doubt other clean beauty brands, and there are other products on the marketplace. But what we do at Aularale is keep our head to the ground and our ears open. We listen to what the needs are from the people, and we solve that problem. Creating products that don't irritate the skin and are effective is very important. So we take pride in making sure that these products are sourced naturally and that they work. The Herbal Relief Spray is a wonderful product. It's a difficult product to source, but it's absolutely providing a great service to people who need it.
When you use all natural products, you're actually avoiding something called EDCs, which are endocrine disrupting chemicals. So if you have altering chemicals, what is that going to do to the human body and fertility? When you have an all-natural line that you love so much, it's like taking all of your kids and picking a favorite one. It's just not fair. If I had to pick one, it's the freshener. And it has this beautiful citrus smell to it, so you just feel invigorated and fresh and clean.
I found with Aularale, I can use it continuously. It smoothed my skin, it controlled my oiliness. In my specialty of healthcare profession, I'm able to provide the resources and referrals for many of the clients and customers that I meet and greet.
Aularale is special because it has everything that you need. You don't have to look anywhere else. My favorite is the moisturizer. I have normal to dry skin. A lot of times, especially in the wintertime, my skin is dry, but when I put on that moisturizer, it makes such a difference.
These products are so special because the Aularale brand actually answers a lot of questions that a lot of people have about their health care, and skincare is included in that. The Herbal Relief Spray and the Foot Care Cream have helped many people who have diabetes to have better skin care. My favorite product is Herbal Relief Spray because so many people have been helped.
I feel the products are special because they are a benefit to the skin. My favorite product is probably the foundation. It matches the skin color and it just gives you a nice natural look.
Aularale cosmetics are so special because they're natural, they're plant-based. Society nowadays are more aware and they're wanting to make better choices for themselves. I like the skincare products. I utilize them on a daily basis before I go to sleep. I wake up and my skin is still feeling really good.
The line has grown to over 150 items. The reason for that growth is from the past success of our products. We are excited about the future of the business. We will continue to listen and we will continue to make products that people need.
To learn more about Aularale, visit the website at aularale.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Education is always evolving. Let's see some of the innovations that are helping our kids learn better.
Exposure to different languages promotes cultural understanding and communication skills, preparing children for a globalized world. Consider the possibilities in a child's life when they are fluent in 4 out of the 5 most widely spoken languages.
The Quadrilingual Academy is a language school that teaches French, Spanish, English, and Chinese to every student at the school every day. Language is something that goes so far beyond just language itself. They have access to a part of their brain that their monolingual counterparts don't. It gives them so many advantages for problem-solving skills, for the way that they look at the world, and their ability to deduce information and understand what is just.
No need to pick a language track. The Quadrilingual Academy strives to make children lifelong learners of Spanish, French, Chinese, and English.
The Quad accepts students 1 year of age, and we go through 3rd grade. We will be adding a grade each year through 5th grade. What I love about the Quad is that we offer 4 languages. Learning multiple languages at the same time does not cause a delay, and we actually have scientific research to support that. Learning a 3rd or even 4th language does not affect the primary home language. OTO is 1 teacher, 1 language. We are 100% immersion, where teachers just naturally speak their mother tongues to our students, and these students just organically pick up the language.
Over 275 million people speak French, so I feel like my children I teach at the school would be able to communicate, and they would be able to connect. That's why I love teaching so much. My children are in my class from 8 to 9, and then they transition to Spanish class, to Chinese class, to English class. In between, they will have recess, music class, PE, computer classes.
Il ratones. La crêpe saute par la fenêtre pour sauver sa vie.
The Quadrilingual Academy celebrates all people for their differences and traditions.
The mission statement of the school is really to raise the next generation of international citizens that can work anywhere, love anyone that they want to love, connect with people all across the world. We have lots of celebrations. We do different performances like Hispanic Heritage, Chinese New Year performances. We're celebrating Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. All of our teachers have such amazing cultures and all dress up and wear their unique backgrounds, and they also bring in amazing food. We really get the opportunity to see so many different styles of existence and living that it's the new norm for our kids.
My family immigrated here from Cambodia in the 70s, and I grew up in rural North Carolina where there weren't a whole lot of kids that looked like me. That created a lot of friction for me at home with my own culture. I think that if those kids had been exposed to other cultures early on, it might not have been so difficult. When I send my kids to the Quad every day for school, I know all of the kids understand and respect cultures and differences between people.
Our boys are growing up in a world where requirements of children in the future are going to be different, and so for us we wanted to give them an advantage of having the gift of just multiple languages, and we've got more than we bargained for with 4 at the Quad. The experience has been phenomenal for our family. Our boys feel loved. The teachers here are educators at what they do, and we feel like the Quad is really at the leading edge of that, and that's why we're here.
By about age 8, the language centers in the brain start to harden. So if these children have developed proficiency in some level of fluency by age 8, the chance that they'll keep those languages throughout the rest of their life is really strong. The children will be able to work anywhere in the world and really make a strong contribution to society at a global level. We'd really like to see the return of stable grant funding, and there's legislation at the House right now that could bring that back at a federal level. We purchased a property that has 2 buildings and 32,000 square feet, and we are starting renovations, hopefully to move in by early 2025 and really give these kids the place that they need to succeed.
I cannot wait to see what our children, the Quad family's children, what they all become, the amazing things that they grow up to do. The future is so bright, and I can't wait to see what becomes of them.
To learn more about the Quadrilingual Academy, visit the website at thequadacademy.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
You know, there's nothing better than a good night's sleep, but how do you ensure you're getting all your Z's? Having the right mattress can make all the difference. Dr. Dennis Schmaltzy is here from Emma Mattress to explain how their award-winning innovative mattress is helping folks around the globe sleep better. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Thanks for being here. Okay, so let's talk about this razzle-dazzle mattress. Okay, so it looks comfy.
It is very comfy.
All right, so tell me a little bit of the science behind it.
And it's built to support every body type. So it's not too firm, not too soft. It comes with climatization built in. It has a cooling top layer, and it is coming with a no motion transfer technology so that you don't feel your partner twisting, turning. So it has everything built in for a good night's sleep.
And it's important to sleep in our lives. A lot of people don't put priority on that anymore. It's just so many health benefits behind it.
The sleep is so important for learning, for your immune system, and by now we even understand that dreaming is very important for emotional health. So really, you want to make sure you get a great night's sleep and a great mattress.
So when you talk about the coolness behind it, what does that mean? That you don't feel that heat sometimes that somebody feels in that bed?
I mean, we're here in Florida, right? During summer, I guess it can be very hot. So you definitely don't want to wake up during the night because you're sweating and you're overheating. So what we've done, we've included a foam layer that's ergo-cell foam that is very breathable and makes sure that you always stay cool.
And then when the body basically lies down, it basically just kind of sinks in?
Yes, absolutely. You have this effect that the body is really sinking into the mattress, but at the same time, that's very important, the body is very well supported so that you never get up in the morning and feel any back pain, but you're sleeping very ergonomically the whole night.
I just thought of an idea. Let's put it to the test. Want to do that?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to really surprise someone. Gina! Come over here. She's our makeup artist. She's like, what? Oh, come on. You and I were talking a few weeks ago, and you told me you can't stand your bed anymore, right?
That's true.
Okay, you're not sleeping well?
No.
So, what do you think?
Oh, it's good. Let me see.
Put the pillow, yeah. How is it?
Oh, that feels amazing.
Yeah? Not too soft?
No, it's
not
perfect.
Too hard?
No, it's perfect.
I feel like Goldilocks.
It's just right. I got the hair.
How do you sleep? Do you sleep on the back or on the side?
Usually on my side.
You want to turn over to maybe face this side?
Okay.
Maybe I correct the pillow a little bit. Yes. So what is very important for a great mattress and for great sleep is that you sleep ergonomically. And that part is that your spine is straight. And that's what we achieve with the Emma mattress. And that is something we achieve for any body type. So irrespective of how tall, how big you are, the Emma mattress supports you always well.
And that alignment of the spine is important because, and I think this is true, where studies have shown when you are aligned, there's less I guess lower back, upper body pain, right?
Exactly, absolutely, that's correct. And that is so important. Combined with like the cooling function plus the no motion transfer technology, you will have an awesome night.
This is, Gina, you awake?
I was kind of falling asleep.
Better than yours at home?
Oh, absolutely.
You consider getting it?
Yes.
Look at that.
Yes.
She's so comfortable she doesn't want to move.
But I got to get back to work.
Oh,
that's okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, so if somebody gets the bed, what's it like? How is it delivered? How do I put it together? So many questions. If I don't like it, can I return it?
It's super easy. So really, we want to take all the hassle out of this process of buying a great mattress and getting good night's sleep. So you get it shipped for free to your doorstep. You have a 100-night trial, risk-free with money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't fit during the 100 nights, you just call us or we'll pick it up for free.
I know it's designed in Europe but made in America, which I love.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
The American mattresses are made in the US, but we're selling actually to over 20 countries, and we are the most sold mattress in a lot of them, and have won tons of awards, actually more than 25 awards by now, for being the one of the best tested mattresses in a lot of countries based on the consumer organization.
All right, doctor, I want to try it out. And by the way, before I tell you what I think, do you get feedback from people?
That's one of the best things. When you hear from customers that we changed their lives, so that's what we work for, what I've worked for. That's awesome, yeah.
This is really great. And you know what? A good bed can make all the difference. Great stuff. All right, so for our viewers who'd like more information, where can they go?
EmmaMattress.com/lifetime.
EmmaMattress.com/lifetime. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Gina, I think you got one for your house. And for our viewers, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
Thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.